So now we're going to start with our speeches. I'm just going to start at the top of the list, and we'll go in order. And remember, when you're giving your speech, practice confidence. Speaking clearly, speaking loud, not very, very, very fast, not very slow. Okay? Are you ready? Sure? Yes? Okay. Start with Jones. Jones, please. You are first. Everyone else, listen, please.
Hello, everybody. My summer vacation is not that interesting, but in other words, it's boring. I just play computer games at home and watch TVs. But the things I want to speak to is the day I arrived at my hometown, Anhui Province. I take the train about 12 hours and arrived at Wuhu. And the time I arrived at Wuhu, I find a little snow. And give me another chance.
Just keep going, keep trying. Just
I want to wait a minute.
no,
Okay.
we have to try now. Just keep trying. It will be okay. This is the homework to do now, so just try to finish and don't worry too much. Just say what you can, okay? Alright, don't worry, just try.
Try again or
Just finish, it's okay.
no. And when I arrive my hometown, I find my mother and father wait for me at the train station. My father gave me a big hoop, and say something change in my home.
Do you have your paper? You can read your paper.
I just thought in my wording, but not write it.
Okay.
Right now.
Go ahead, try to finish.
I want
We don't have time to redo, but we'll have more speeches later this semester. Okay? We'll have more speeches to practice. You will still get points. Okay? Alright. Are you finished?
I don't know what I want.
Okay. After class we can talk about it, okay? Okay. Alright. Next, David.
Hello, I'm David. I like Chinese New Year very much more than any other festival in China. Although was the time seems for joy and rest, but I thought it was very busy and tired. Chinese New Year starts with the new moon on the first day first day of the year to the 15 days later. In the few days before the new year, I help my mom do some housework and go to the shop and do some shopping, buy something like sweets, cookies, and call the Nianhuo. And on the New Year's Eve, I went back to my hometown with my parents and brothers. We prepare a big meal for a whole family. It's called the 年夜饭 in Chinese. I cooked the chicken and the soup. I felt very happy, and we were eating, drinking, and chatting. I was lucky that I was not drunk. Mm, about 3 hours later, we went home and I played fireworks with my best friends. And it was really a happy time which made me no longer feel tired. On the first day of the new year, I got a red envelope from my parents. It was a traditional which means lucky and hold happy. But unfortunately that I lost my red envelope. And this is my special moment on the New Year's.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Next, Benson.
Hello everyone. In the past vacation, I didn't go to other place, just back to my hometown. When I got home and meet many friends, then we drove to the countryside farmhouse together. After a short break, we started playing billiards, playing mahjong, playing board games, and so on. It was time for dinner. A big complete shaped by the farmhouse ready for us. We ate and drank, enjoyed the time we together. In addition to meet with my friends during the holiday, I also saw some books and TV play. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next, Jason.
My holiday life. During my holiday, I back to my hometown, Leshan by train, and I have seen my grandma and grandpa. I choose to live in Leshan during New Year, and during the New Year, I have dinner with my family and play some computer game with my friends. And I saw my old friend in Leshan. I almost can't recognize him because he has changed much, become tall and fat. And also, there are some friends of mine came to play with me from Chengdu. We have been to a mountain in Leshan. The mountain is very famous because it have Leshan Dafo, and we also have some delicious food in Leshan. And after New Year, I try to write a novel, maybe about some Superman, and I hope I can finish it. And I back to Chongqing, finish my holiday. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Pawn. Pawn or Dawn? I could not see that.
Sorry.
Come in.
This vacation, I had to go to my hometown, where I was born and throughout my childhood. It is a village far away from the city. Now, just about 20 people live here. So I go to my hometown alone without computer at home and live there for 5 days. When I was walking in the forest, I found that many houses in my hometown has collapsed because nobody living here for a long time. I went to my house, light the fire and light the fire in the living room, make the bed, and start my 5 days living with. Though sometimes I feel alone, but a quiet life makes me feel calm. It's also very funny when you talk with the old man. They will tell you about their experience in life. Usually they are very happy and share with you some food and drink. 5 days is short, but the memory I will never forget.
Okay, thank you. Okay, John.
Hello everyone. During my Chinese
New Year vacation, I planned to meet with my friends. When I arrived at the railway station, I found there were full of people. 14 minutes later, I finally got to my destination, Guanyin. And then I walked across the square and saw my friends. We decided to play the room escape first. Its thing was nether marriage, but I saw it wasn't so scary because there was no frightful music in the rooms. We succeeded at last because of the workers' hints. After that, we chose to play mahjong. I was very lucky at first until I broke a cup. In the evening, we enjoyed the hot pot together. However, I stayed at home all the time except that day.
Okay, Berlin.
Mr. Alan, I want to give my speech first in English then in Chinese. Can you promise it? Give me this chance.
Yeah, if you do it quickly in Chinese.
Okay, yes. Okay, first I made an adventure in my hometown. My first spring festival is meaningful and amazing. I go to the mountain, which is very steep, and make up of stone with my father. We found a stone house which dates back to Qing dynasty. And in the house there is stone bowl and a stone bed and some water pot, which was very old. The house has 2 floors, but I only can visit the first floor because the second floor is too high to climb it. The adventure is exciting. 我跟他说我会用中文说一下，因为我英文不太好。就是说我去回家的时候，我跟我老爸去我们后山那里去探险。就是我们爬上那个一个像我们那个衣架那个楼这么高一点那个悬崖壁上，拿着那个绳子去。它有一个清朝的一个石洞，我们钻进去以后，里面有一些石床，有一些石碗。它有2层，但是第1层跟第2层的楼梯已经腐蚀掉了，我爬不上去，真的很高。然后我家里面的话，我姑姑正在投钱在修那个东西，反正感觉很刺激的样子。如果说有同学愿意去的话，我愿意带他去游玩那里。谢谢。
I think you made ghosts of Chongqing University angry. You're speaking Chinese, so the ghost came and moved the door. Alright, next, pencil.
The Spring Festival of this year, I think, is one of the most happiest one. Not only because I have become freshman, but also for my aunt, uncle, and their 2 children come back to my home from Guangzhou after living 9 years. It's really an unforgettable time. During the Spring Festival, the most time I spend is to playing poker and mahjong. The first day, a sunny day, but unluckily, I lost about 200 RMB. I thought the not God stood opposed to me. What's more, in the next 2 days, I gained nothing but lose. Maybe it's unsuitable for me to play poker. Then, from the first day on, every night I played mahjong with my aunt and uncle and my mom. What surprised me is the good luck. Not by night, I belong to the mahjong table, I think. The other happy event is my sister get married with a handsome guy. That day I got a red pocket for my hard work. Everyone was in good mood. In a word, I have a happy new year.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Wendy. Wendy.
set of firecrackers. Dumplings are the most traditional food. Children rush to eat them. The more they eat, the happier this year they will be. After the dinner, we can also get money from our parents, which means good luck. All the people like Spring Festival very much because they can have a rest during these days. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Amanda.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that all of you have experienced a meaningful New Year vacation. Now I'm honored to be here to share my vacation with you. Firstly, I had traveled to Yunnan, where it's called the Visitor's Paradise. I experienced various kinds of ethnic customers and beautiful scenery. It freed me from the teenagers' affairs of daily life. However, it is a pity that the trip was too short to enjoy myself. Besides, I meet friends who haven't been seen for a long time. We share our life as our freshmen with each other.
It's okay.
Let me think. Freshman, OK。然后背不了了，想一想。As a freshman, Also, thank you. No. Also, I made acquaintance with new friends who have abundant knowledges and broaden my horizons. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Rita.
Hello everyone. In this winter holiday, I contact my high school classmates and my best friends. We talked about some interesting about my university, and we played together. So we had a great fun. Because my birthday is a week earlier than the New Year's Eve. In this day, my aunt took me and my sister play in Fowey Street and go to Monument for Liberation. After dinner, we went to cinema to watch a movie. And my mom teaches me how to cook at home, so now I can cook some simple dishes. At home, I also help my mother do some housework, such as cleaning house, and cleaning dishes. In the New Year Eve, my family together, 然后have eat a 年夜饭 eat at New Year Eve. After that, we kids include my brothers, my sisters, and we played together. We put the firework, and we also read the environments in Richard and Coco. In the New Year's, my family ate tangyuan, and we went to my grandmother's home for a New Year's call. Thank you.
Okay, 7.
Before Spring Festival, I went to Seattle and the Spring Festival complex with other 2 college students. We put a small shop in a square. At first, I think it's simple, but actually it was not so. Have many people, but most of them don't buy anything. Then get me so mad sometimes because I mentioned a lot of the product, but then just have a look. And I can do nothing, just smile and continue. Every day I went back home. I don't want to say any word because I'm very tired. It's a hard job, but at last 5 days I earned just 146 yuan. It made me so disappointed. But I'm grateful to the memorable experience because I have learned so many things. For example, I learned how to attract the attention of passing-by, and the most important is I become more patient. Please, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, William.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, let me share about my vocation to you. About my vocation, it is a learning vocation. I take some books to my home, like this. I learned about hiking of Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi the correct name is Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi. We usually call it Wi-Fi, but it is wrong. Chinese is this. Not Wi-Fi, it is called Wi-Fi. And for this, I learned a lot about hiking. I spent my whole vacation and nearly my whole free time. And for this, I also bought legs receiving the wise. It's big X sticks. It is a lot of big, and it is high power. It can receive about 100 Wi-Fi, and so it is worth it to be bought. And finally, I found out about 40 Wi-Fi password, and it is useful, and I think it is meaningful for me. Don't think more. I just test, not do bad things. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Duncan.
Hello everyone, to have a good time in winter vacation. I think my winter vacation is meaningful. Every day in my home, I will do some housework for my mother and father, and because my linear algebra, I have failed in the linear algebra test last term, so I have some study in this, and I often go out for dinner with my friends. I think my winter vacation is it. The most meaningful, I think, I come back my high school and to public or Chongqing University, and I make some friends in my high school. In addition, because I like sport of NBA, so every day I will watch games by my computer. And after the New Year, I visit Yaoshan, which is the places of interest of my hometown. It's beautiful, and if you that's all.
Good, thank you. Okay, Jack.
Hello everyone. I think my winter holiday is interesting. I can play computer game and watching TV at home. Also, I can speak a lot and even get up early in the morning. I also travel with my family. I go to Nanchang with my family, and we stay there for 10 days. And after we got there, we eat delicious food and climb mountains in the Bali Park. I think it is a lot of fun and very interesting. I have a lot of fun with my family, but I think my winter holiday is so short, and back school is early. It makes me sad. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Timber.
Hello everyone. In this winter vacation, I did many things with my friends. First, we played poker games together, named Royal List, which there are an emperor, a house cow, and 3 sibling, and I succeeded in winning in this game many times. I also set off firecrackers with my best friends and did some crazy things. For example, we threw the fireworks into the dustbin. Yes, we found our childhood from it. And the most important thing is play soccer with my friends, although there are a lot of snow. Besides, I also had a party with my family, and we had dinner in the evening on New Year's Eve, and I'm happy to make friends with my brother's wife. Of course, I also watched TV on New Year's Eve with my family. I had a happy life in this winter vacation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Carl. Carl, not Carol. Are you Carl or Carol? Yeah, Carl, not Carol. C-A-R-L. No O. C-A-R-L. Yeah, I know it sounds the same. Carol and Carl. Yeah, it's difficult, I know.
Hello everyone. Last year I spent a busy winter vacation. When I come back home, I just stay home 2 days, and I almost don't have time to play with my old friends. My friend and I found a part-time job in a hotel, working as a waiter. It's very busy, tired. We work together and live together. This is my first time to do a part-time job. Till that time, I gradually understand that life is not easy. About half a month later, I back to home and with this experience, I learned to save money and know that sometimes free time can be so good. The follows several days, I visit my relatives one by one. These several days, I just eat, sleep, and play mahjong. Of course, the boring days. Then, like last years, I went to Leijiang, where my grandmother, to visit my grandmother with my family. I stayed there several days, and there I often take a walk with them and meet some relatives I have never seen. There is a fresh place without pollution. I like blue sky and fresh air, fresh vegetables and fruit and so on. In a word, everything is fresh. Yes, the life is comforting. When I went back home to Chengdu, there is no time for trip with my friends, though. So it's really a pity. Then I come back here.
Okay, Alan.
Hello everyone, I have an ordinary winter vacation. I returned my hometown and met my old friends. I didn't travel to other places, and every day I played mahjong or surfed the internet. Sometimes, if the weather is far, I will go riding and go climbing, like go to a mountain. If I was boring, I will go to a movie with my friends. Of course, I visited my relative during the Spring Festival, so it's no doubt that I received many red packs. I think this is the best time in my vacation. In conclusion, if I can have a more months vacation, I think it can be a wonderful vacation. That's all.
All right, thank you. Okay, Joe.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will talk something about my winter vacation. All in all, my vacation is bad for my body. Many students come back from all over the country. Sometimes I played with them even didn't sleep. I did go on a trip, but I went to Tongyang to see one of my best friends because he is in senior high school again. We talked with each other and drink some coffee in the afternoon. In the evening, we sing songs and play computer game. In the Spring Festival, I watch TV with my family when I visit my sister. I received some lucky money. All in all, I feel my winter vacation is present.
Okay, thank you. Okay, soap.
Hello everybody, this is nice I had at home. When I stayed at home, I saw many science fiction movies on computer, such as Source Code Atman. And I also listened to a lot of songs written by Coldplay, Maroon 5. What's more, I saw some teleplays such as The Walking Dead Arrow or The Arrow. Of course, I spent a lot of time playing computer games such as GTA 5, Call of Duty. When I played the game GTA 5 online, I met many foreigners and I made friends with them. From the game, I got many simple words to show my feelings in English. When I was not at home, I went to visit some relatives with my parents. The dinner cooked by my relatives agreed with me, and I had a great time there. In the last few days of my vacation, of course, it's time for me to do some homework. Otherwise, my teachers were angry with me. In short, I enjoyed my holidays, and I love that. If
I didn't know. Thank you, that's all.
Okay, thank you. All right, Tom. Tom. Tom is 20154382. Who is Tom? 20154382. So
Once more.
what name did you do earlier? Pick a different name. Can I have one Tom? Where? Let's see. Okay, you have not gone yet, so find your name. Ah, okay. Pawn. That's,
Tom.
yeah, Dawn. Okay. So, your turn. Okay. I'll change the names here.
Just now I found that it is a wrong homework. I have written some things about traditional festivals. So next I'll talk about the food which people eat during the traditional festivals. In China, the most traditional and popular spring festival food is dumpling, which looks like the moon with the vegetables and the meat mixed up in it. The Chinese name of dumplings is jiaozi. Jiao means clothes. It's Chinese traditional time represents 24 o'clock. So the Chinese word jiaozi means close 24 o'clock, just the dividing point of last year's and the next year. So when it comes to 20, when it comes 24 o'clock, every family begins eat dumplings. The traditional food for Lantern Festival is the rice grouper. The rice grouper's shape is just like the full moon. This kind of dessert is especially welcomed by children.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Vivian.
Good afternoon, everyone. I back to my hometown by train. That's my first time take the train, and that is a wonderful experience. On January 13th, I went to a restaurant to have a lunch with my high school classmates, and I met my math teacher there. My teacher asked us if our college life is wonderful. Most of us answer wonderful. The next day, I invited my roommate to go to KTV to enjoy myself. Then we went to KFC to eat something delicious, and we also communicate with each other about my college life. Next month, I called my best friend to go with me to buy something like shoes or clothes, but I didn't buy something what I want. Later, we went to a bookshop to read books in that afternoon. We also had a good time in there. And then the day before the Spring Festival, I helped my dad to patch spring carpet, which was called Duilian, which was anyhow, I had a good time in my winter vacation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now Carol.
Hello everyone. I have a very clear vacation. In my vacation, I just did three things. That is eating, January 21st, I went back to my high school for conducting. The weather was very bad. Although it was a sunny day, the wind was violent. But what made me excited was I saw my classmates and the teachers. We sat together talking about life in college. I felt very happy. I ate much delicious food in my vacation. Eating was an interesting thing, but the most interesting thing was making steamed bread with my sister. We referred to some information on the internet and made steamed bread have many shapes. They are so cute that I don't want to eat them. Sleeping at home was a wonderful thing. I didn't have to worry that I would be late. Everywhere was quiet. Sometimes I could hear some bark at night. It made me feel satisfied. Others, New Year vacation is busy, but mine is update. I have so much time that I have to eat something all the time. Anyhow, I like the vacation very much. Thank you.
Thank you. And last, Sarah.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sarah. I'm very happy to introduce my holidays to you, even though it's simple. I spent 17 hours long and boring on the train. Finally, I got home. I felt so happy because I had my first holiday without homework. At the beginning of holiday, I read two romantic fictions which were not so good. Of course, I won't recommend them to you. In the middle of the holiday, I attended senior reunion. The party had about 35 people. During their dinner, we had an agreeable conversation about our past and present life. It was a meaningful party. Then my holiday was to sleep late and get up late, which was not funny at all. And time flies, so I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, class, quickly before we start break, I will give you a few minutes after break. Just need to review a little bit. You all did very good. You did very well adding detail to your speeches, not just I went home, I ate food. You gave lots of detail. Very good. A few past tense mistakes that just a few people made. Eat should be ate, yeah. And you go to your village, what is past for go? Went, or could be traveled. Yeah, but went easiest. I went back to my village or traveled to my village. Some of you talked about getting drunk. So if you drink a lot, past tense would be drank. Drank. Drink, drank, drunk. Yeah. Okay. So those are just a few examples. You all used past tense, just a few mistakes, but it was very good. And after break, we'll start on our personality lesson. Okay. Break time.